Hello everyone out there in YouTube land and all subsequent social media lands. Welcome to an all-new video. In this video we're going to be talking about a new film that just came out on Disney Plus a couple weeks ago. And is a film that a lot of people are talking about. And there's love and there's hate for this film. So it's going to be fun to talk about. So we're going to get right into that. But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss this video and the other videos I talk about. And then also, people, if you enjoy my content here on YouTube and want to see some other awesome content, definitely check out my other social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, where I pretty much post on a weekly basis, so definitely check that out too. As always, people, let's get right into this! So welcome one and all to an all-new video. So like I was saying before, we talk about a new film that came out on Disney Plus a few weeks ago, and is a all-new Pixar film that is interesting, different, and definitely something that a lot of people were probably like, oh, I wasn't sure about this. And then of course the film called Turning Red. Yeah, Turning Red. Yeah. So Turning Red is an interesting film. It's Pixar's latest film, originally slated to go into theaters, but ended up getting put right directly on Disney Plus. And after watching, I can kind of see why Disney decided to do that. I don't think this film would have done really well in theaters, especially because of the theme of the film. And I'm sure a lot of people were like watching this, a lot of people were like, I don't get the theme, and then there's a lot of people that are like, I totally get the theme. So I feel this film was very mixed with the reviews, but overall I thought it was a fun film and it had a lot of great funny moments. Now, Turning Red is directed none other by a first-time director. This is her first feature-length film, and is a interesting director known by the name of Domee Shi. Yeah. Domee Shi. Yeah. So Domee Shi actually has worked for Disney for quite a while. She's been a lot of editor and production person on a lot of Pixar films for the last 10 years. She's done a lot of animation boards, she's been co-directors and so forth, but this is her first actual feature-length feature that she directed solely by herself. Now, I thought she did a decent job with this film. I thought it was an interesting kind of allegorical thing, because she has come out and said that this film is kind of based on her childhood. And I think it was a interesting done way of showing what your childhood was like. And I also think it was interesting how she referred to it as the red panda too as well, which I thought was really kind of funny at the same time, because red pandas are a beautiful creature if you've ever seen a real panda, a red panda. And I think that the overall look and stuff like that was a fun concept that she just, came up with and gave us this kind of interesting and fun, like, coming-of-age film. And I thought she did a pretty decent job. Now, another feature she directed this one by herself too, is a little short that was a huge hit and considered a really great little short. And that, of course, is a short called Bayo. Yeah, Bayo. The Asian little short that they did, where basically it shows the story about a dumpling and her family, basically. And it's just an interesting and fun little short. I thought she did a really good job. The artwork and everything about it was just really fun and cute. And overall, it just was a little fun little short, and I thought that she did a great job of bringing that to life, and I think that's probably why they gave her the opportunity to direct this film. But overall, I thought she did a decent job. I thought, like I said, once again, I thought it was interesting how she brought this to life and how it was based loosely on her growing up in Canada, actually, which I think is an interesting little take, because this film actually supposed to be in Canada, which I think is really awesome too, that it being the first film where the production takes place in Canada. I thought that was really awesome too. But overall, I thought Domee did a good job and gave us a really solid and fun new entry into the Pixar universe, and just gave us a really kind of entertaining and interesting take on a film for Pixar. If you haven't seen it, definitely check out Domee's direction. She did a pretty decent job. So this film has a great voice cast. A lot of them you probably have heard or seen in other films, and a lot of them just lent their voices to film and gave really great performances that overall I thought was done really well, and they really made the characters really fun and really just interesting, and overall just really well encompassed. Now, to start us off is none other than the mother of the film, Miss Sandra Oh! Oh yeah, Sandra Oh! Woo! Sandra Oh! Woo! Always have loved Sandra Oh. Think she's an amazing actress. I've always enjoyed pretty much anything she's been in, from TV shows to movies to just her presence in anything has always been really fun and just really well done. Like, she always puts a lot of great effort into her characters. She's always funny, but she can also be very serious and give us just a really amazing dramatic performance too as well. But I think her best features are her comedy, I think, personally. I've always enjoyed her comedic touch, and I've always thought that she did a really good job. Now, she brings that comedic touch to this film as the main character's mother. She did a great job of playing the character. I really enjoyed the motherly love she brought to the character and kind of the sternness as well. And you could really feel Sandra's presence in the voice, and that she really understood the character, that she knew the character and knew how to deliver something to get the best performance out of the other actors that she worked with. It just was a really well done overall performance, and I really enjoyed her. And I even though when she was like really stern and really like you just wanted to wring her neck type of things she said, Sandra did such a good job of just bringing that to the forefront and making it so real. I thought she did a really fantastic job. If you haven't seen Sandra Oh in anything, definitely check her out in Turning Red. She did a really good job of doing a voiceover. But another great film she was in that I really enjoyed is a Thomas Hayden Church Paul Giamatti film that came out in the early 2000s called Sideways. Yeah, Sideways. This movie is fantastic. It's a dramatic comedy, so a dramedy, and Sandra Oh plays one of the main characters that interacts with Thomas Hayden Church and Paul Giamatti and Virginia Madison, and she is just really superb in the film. This film is a perfect example of her comedic timing, along with her dramatic elements that just make her such a great actress. And overall, her performance just was over and beyond, I thought, for the role that she had, and I thought she worked really well with all the actors and actresses involved in the film. This is just a really superb performance, I thought, by her. If you haven't seen Sideways, definitely check her out in that. She did a really superb job. But like I said, overall, I really enjoyed Sandra in this film, and I think she did a really fantastic job. If you haven't seen Turning Red yet, definitely check out for Sandra's performance. She did a really good job. The next actress I like to talk about that did a voice for this film is none other than Miss Nora Queen's grandmother in the show, Miss Lori Tan Chin. Oh yeah, Lori Tan Chin, woo, Lori Tan Chin, yeah! Oh my god, Lori Tan Chin is absolutely freaking hilarious. She is amazing, she's awesome, she's so amazing. Just overall, just a great actress and comedian, and anytime I see her in anything, she's always such a joy to hear and to see. And she has done so many great films. She's been just a really great, fun actress, and just she really brought a greatness to her role in this film, where she plays one of the aunts of the main character who is having basically the growing up process in this film. And at the same time, Lori Tan Chin always brings such an elegance to her character too as well, in anything she plays, and she's like that mother role that you love her, but at the same time she can be so crude and it just works so perfectly, and she brought that great flavor to her voiceover in this film, and she just was such a joy in this film as well. But of course, one of my favorite things that she's ever acted in is, of course, the great show that's on TBS, starring, Miss Aquafina herself, Nora of Queens! Yeah! Nora of Queens! Woo! Nora of Queens! Yeah! Oh my god, I absolutely love Lori in this film, this TV series. She is so freaking funny as Nora's grandmother. She just cracks me up, and the interaction she has with all the different characters throughout the show are just on point, and your classic New York, New Jersey type of grandmother, and she just plays it to the T, and she is just so fantastic in the show. If you haven't seen Nora Queens, definitely check out Lori Tan Chin in it. She is superb in it. But like I said, overall, I really enjoyed her voiceover in the film. I thought she was a great addition to the cast, and she just brought a great flavor to her character that added to this already fun film. If you haven't seen Lori Tan Chin in anything, definitely check her out in Turning Red. She did a great voiceover in this film. So that brings me to the last actor I like to talk about that was in Turning Red. And that, of course, is Mr. Hong Kong legend himself, Mr. James Hong! Oh yeah, James Hong! Woo! James Hong! Woo! Oh my god, James Hong. Everything this man's in is absolutely purely gold. I mean, from his Big Trouble in Little China days to any little bit part he's had in films, and he just is so awesome. Really enjoy James. He's so freaking funny. But also, I've actually seen him do more serious roles too, and he's really fantastic in those too. So he's very versatile in his acting, and he's so good. But his forte really is comedy, and he's so stinking good at it. Now, another great film that James Hong was in that I really enjoyed him and I think he was superb in is a great film that came out in the early 2000s called Balls of Fury. Yeah. Balls of Fury. Yeah. Oh my god, this film is so stinking funny. Dan Folger, Christopher Walken, Terry Crews, Thomas Lennon, Aisha Taylor, George Lopez. I mean, this movie has a huge cast, and James Hong in this film is so stinking hilarious. He plays a blind guy, and throughout the whole film, he does a lot of prank falls and stuff like that, and crashes into things, and is just absolutely freaking hilarious. And just this movie really shows that nurturing nature that he has, but along with being very serious and knowing a lot of information and teaching people stuff. And he played it to the T. He absolutely, you thought he really was blind as how good he was at this role. And it was so stinking hilarious and so good. If you haven't seen James Hong in anything, definitely check him out on Balls of Fury. One of his best films, I think. Fantastic besides Big Trouble in Little China. Definitely check him out in this. He's really awesome. But he was fantastic in Turning Red. It wasn't a super huge part, but what part he did bring to it was so much fun and classic James Hong. And overall, I think he did a great job and gave us this really fantastic approach to this character, and really gave a really thought-provoking performance too that really made you think he really was this character. He did such a great job of just bringing that out and giving us that realism to the character, and I thought it was just really well done. And he just absolutely was hilarious too. Overall, just a really, I think, well-rounded performance. If you haven't seen James Hong in anything, definitely check out his voiceover work in Turning Red. He did a really fantastic job. So what is Turning Red about? Basically, it's the story of a young Asian girl in Canada basically becoming of age. And for those that, that probably didn't understand it or, do understand, of course, basically it's about a girl getting her first period, basically, is what the premise of the film is. And overall, I think the main topic they were trying to bring is that just a girl becoming a woman, basically, is what the presence of the film is. And it's just a really fun film, I think. I think it was super hilarious. I mean, there's so many great moments where, it's, the boy band stuff and all that kind of early 2000s feel and stuff they really brought to life in this. And it just absolutely was so stinking funny. And the whole concept of using the red pandas as kind of the metaphor, I thought was really interesting too. Because, like I said, red pandas are such a beautiful creature, and I think that it was really fun that they brought, this type of thing out by using the red panda and making it cute and adorable and stuff like that. But at the same time, it was kind of a, like I said before, Domi Shi, this is kind of her life story. And so she was bringing it out in animation style and giving us this different perspective on it. And I thought, overall, what a great job they did. Overall, really fun film, really hilarious, and just a really interesting concept, like I said. Really enjoyed it. Thought it was fun. And overall, I give this a good 7 out of 10 Golden Movie Boxes up. I really enjoyed it, and I thought the animation was superb. I thought the music was superb in the film, and I think overall it was just a really fun film. If you have not seen it yet, Turning Red, definitely check it out on Disney Plus now. It's worth a watch, it's fun, and it's a very enjoyable film. So that's it for this movie review, guys. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, and also thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time here, or you have been here before, don't forget to check out any older or newer videos you might not have seen mine yet. As always, people, if you enjoy my content here on YouTube, definitely check out my awesome, amazing little links down below to help support the channel, such as my Patreon page where I give extras to my awesome people that are patrons that get outtakes, bloopers, all kinds of cool stuff. Shout outs and all that kind of cool stuff. So definitely check that out too, people. Check it out, link down below. And also, if you're a huge horror fan, definitely check out my link for the horror pack down below, where you can get great horror films right to your door for a really great low price every month. So definitely check that out too. And also, people, like I said in my previous video, or any other video, I am doing my first ever Cybernetic Shark giveaway. So, what you gotta do, you gotta be subscribed and prove that you're subscribed. You gotta stay a subscriber. Number 2, you gotta like and comment on one video within the last month or so. And number 3, share the crap out of this, people. Share this giveaway so that we can get the word out there and have people definitely come and check out my awesome content. So I appreciate that. And then, like I said, for those that are, interested in the contest, there will be 3 digital codes that I'll be showing and saying that are available, and you get to pick out of one of those the lucky winner of the grand prize. So definitely keep that in mind. And always, people, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.